Good morning, students. Today we will start the miscellaneous exercise of first chapter. The first question of the exercise is, let f is a function from R to R. It is defined as fx is equal to 10x plus 7. We have to find the function g from R to R such that g composition f and f composition g both are identity function on R. Now g is satisfying this condition, and this is the condition of inverse. It means we have to find the inverse function of f. Now for the inverse to exist, it is compulsory that the function should be 1 1 and onto. So let us first check whether this function is 1 1 onto or not. Only then we can find the inverse. Now for 1 1, let fx equal to fy, where x and y it belongs to R. Now fx is 10x plus 7 as given, and fy will be 10y plus 7. 7 gets cancelled and then you get x equal to y. So f is a 1 1 function. Now for onto, we take fx equal to y, means we take y belonging to R, which are this codomain R. Y belonging to R, so y will be of the form 10x plus 7, because we take fx equal to y, so y becomes 10x plus 7. So x will be equal to y minus 7 by 10. Now since y is a real number, so y minus 7 by 10 is also a real number. It means for any y belonging to R, which are codomain R, there exists x equal to y minus 7 by 10 belong to R such that fx, अब हम दिखाएंगे कि fx y के इक्वल ही है. So fx will be equal to f y minus 7 by 10, that is 10. अब आपने fx कैसे डिफाइन किया था? 10x plus 7 डिफाइन करा था. तो x की प्लेस पे आपके पास ये पूरा एक्सप्रेशन है y minus 7 by 10. So in place of x in the given function you write y minus 7 by 10 plus 7. So it becomes y. It means we have shown that for every y there exists this x such that fx is equal to y. So f is an onto function also. Now f is 1 1 onto function, so it is an invertible function. अब उसका इन्वर्स क्या है? जो हमने x निकाला है वही एक्चुअली इन्वर्स होता है. तो वी डिफाइन दिस एज from R to R as gy is equal to y minus 7 by 10. जो हमारा x निकल के आया था उसे हमने gy डिफाइन कर दिया है. अब हमने ये शो करना है कि FOG और GOF आइडेंटिटी फंक्शन है. सो GOF x विल बी g of fx, और fx था 10x प्लस 7. सो नाउ gx, अब gy ये था, तो g of 10x प्लस 7 का मीन्स आपको यहाँ y को रिप्लेस करना है 10x प्लस 7 से. सो 10x प्लस 7 माइनस 7 बाय 10, दैट इज 10x बाय 10. इट बिकम्स 10. Similarly, f of gy means f of gy, that is f of, now gy is y minus 7 by 10. So now we write y minus 7 by 10 in the given function in place of x. So 10 y minus 7 by 10, that is y. It means here we have done the mistake. It should be this part 10 should be, it is x. It is not 10, it is x. So now we have shown that both are identity function. This is identity function on R and this is also identity function on R. So G is the inverse of F. So gy is equal to y minus 7 by 10 is the inverse function. Now second question is, let f is a function from W to W which is defined as fn is equal to n minus 1 if n is odd. Here n is misplaced it is not inter, it is f if n is odd, and fn is equal to n plus 1 if n is even. Show that f is invertible. So invertible के लिए again we have to show it is 1 1 on 2. Find the inverse of f, and w is the set of whole numbers. Now for 1 1 we have to take different cases, that if let fn is equal to fm. First we take if one number is odd and other is even. Can it be possible? Then fn is equal to fm. Now if n is odd, then fn will be n minus 1 from this given definition. If m is even, then even number, if m in n is even, then it is defined as n plus 1. So it becomes fm becomes m plus 1. So when you simplify it, you will get n minus m is equal to 2. Means एक even था यहाँ n odd था और m even था, लेकिन दोनों का डिफरेंस 2 आ रहा है. तो ये कभी भी पॉसिबल नहीं है even और odd का डिफरेंस 2 आए. It is always a odd number. So this possibility is this is not possible, that if one number is odd and other is even, then fm is equal to fm. Now similarly we can show that if n is even and m is odd, that then also it cannot be possible. Now other case, if both are odd or both are even. Let us take that first case, in which we take both n and m are odd. Then fn is equal to fm will give you both are odd, so both are defined by n minus 1. So here we write n minus 1, and m is also odd, so fm will be m minus 1. Now this gets cancelled and you get n equal to m. Now if both are even, then the function is defined as n plus 1. So you get n plus 1, and in place of fm you get m plus 1. So 1 gets cancelled and you get n equal to m. So in this case, in both these cases, we have shown that fn equal to fm implies n equal to m. So f is 1 1 function. Now what happens for onto? Now for any odd number in the codomain, जब आपका n even है तो ये n plus 1 odd हो गया. तो सपोज आपने इसको y माना, y is equal to n plus 1, तो n क्या हो गया? y minus 1. It means if any odd number is belonging to codomain, then its pre-image will be 1 less than this, that is 2r. Then 2r belongs to n, domain n, such that f of 2r is 2r plus 1. Similarly, if n is odd here, then you take this as y is equal to n minus 1. So n is equal to y plus 1. It means when the number is odd, n is odd, fn will be even. So its pre-image will be 1 more than this. So it becomes, if there is an even number in the codomain, then it will be the image of 2r plus 1 in domain n. So f is onto. In both the cases we have shown that the pre-image exists. Hence f is an invertible function. Now how we define the inverse? जो हमने यहाँ फाइंड आउट किया है वही हमारा इन्वर्स होगा. तो इफ m इज इवन, मतलब हमने ये इवन नंबर लिया था, तो उसकी वो किसकी इमेज है, उसकी प्री इमेज क्या है? दैट प्लस 1. सो इफ m इज इवन, then the pre-image will be m plus 1. Now if it is odd number, then the pre-image will be 1 less than that, so it is m minus 1. So this, and now we show that G composition f and f composition G is identity function. Now G composition Fn will be G of Fn, and when n is odd, Fn is defined as n minus 1. So we write n minus 1 in place of Fn. So it becomes G of n minus 1. Now n odd था तो n minus 1 even हो गया, और जब even होगा तो g फंक्शन कैसे डिफाइंड है, m plus 1 से डिफाइंड है. सो यहाँ पर m की जगह आपके पास क्या है, n minus 1 है. सो n minus 1 को पुट करेंगे m की जगह भी, सो इट बिकम्स n minus 1 plus 1, that is n. And when n is even, g composition Fn will be g of Fn. n even है, सो even के केस में Fn क्या था, n plus 1. एंड जब n even था तो n plus 1 क्या हो गया, ऑड. और ऑड में g फंक्शन कैसे डिफाइंड है, m minus 1 से डिफाइंड है. तो इसलिए यहाँ पर m को रिप्लेस कर दिया n plus 1 से, n plus 1 minus 1, that is n. इसी तरह से हम m जब ऑड नंबर लेंगे तब भी हम ये शो करेंगे कि f कंपोजिशन g और g कंपोजिशन f ये आइडेंटिटी फंक्शंस हैं. तो इस तरह हम कह सकते हैं हर केस में g कंपोजिशन f और f कंपोजिशन g एक आइडेंटिटी फंक्शन है. सो and g will be the inverse of f. Next question. If f is a function from R to R defined as fx is equal to this, find f fx. This is very simple question. This we have to simply replace function fx here. So f of fx becomes f of fx, substitute कर दिया यहाँ से given function x square minus 3x plus 2. अब हमें इस एलिमेंट, इस एक्सप्रेशन की इमेज चाहिए अंडर f. तो जो गिवन एक्सप्रेशन फंक्शन था उसमें x को रिप्लेस करना है इस गिवन एक्सप्रेशन से. तो जहाँ जहाँ x है वहाँ आपने ये गिवन एक्सप्रेशन रख दिया है. अब इसको स्क्वायर ओपन करेंगे और सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे, यू विल गेट द आंसर. शो दैट द फंक्शन f given by this is injective function. Injective means 1 1. Here let us take fx is equal to fy, where xy belongs to R. Now it means x cube is equal to y cube. अब the cube of any two numbers are equal if and only if the numbers are equal. So we can write x is equal to y. So f is injective function. Let us take another question. Question 8. It is a good question. Given a non-empty set X, consider Px, which is the set of all subsets of X. Define the relation R in Px as follows. A is related to B if and only if A is a subset of B, and AB they belongs to Px. Px है power set of set H, and A and B are, it means they are the subsets of X, and we define the relation as A is related to B if A is a subset of B. We have to check whether it is an equivalence relation or not. Equivalence रिलेशन के लिए हमें ये दिखाना होगा इट इज़ रिफ्लेक्सिव, सिमेट्रिक एंड ट्रांजिटिव. नाउ सिंस एवरी सेट इज अ सबसेट ऑफ इटसेल्फ, दैट सो वी कैन राइट A is related to A. So R is reflexive. Now for symmetric, let us take A is related to B. It means A is a subset of B. Now we have to show that B is also B is a subset of A or not. Now if A is a subset of B, then B may not be a subset of A. For example, if we have taken A set as 1 2 and B set as 1 2 3, then here A is a subset of B, but B is not a subset of A. It means this is not possible that B is also a subset of A. So R is not symmetric. Now since R is not symmetric, we can write that this relation is not an equivalence relation. So we need not to check it for transitivity, but if this question comes in other way, that check this relation whether it is reflexive, symmetric or transitive or not, so for that we check it for transitivity. So for transitivity, let us take that if A is related to B and B is related to C, then whether A is related to C or not. Now A is related to B, it means A is a subset of B, and B is related to C, it means B is a subset of C. Now from these two conditions you can write A is a subset of C. जैसे आपकी क्लास 12th में 12th क्लास को अगर एक सेट मान लिया हमने और गर्ल्स का सेट is a subset of class 12th and class 12th is a subset of set of KV1 students. So the set of girls is also a subset of KV1 students. So we can write A is a subset of C, so A is related to C. So R is transitive. That's all for today. Thank you.